Hey, it's Deborah with Hail Recon. This training session is going to cover logging in on the mobile app and using the Canvas feature. To log in, simply tap the logo at the top right-hand corner and choose Sign In. Once you're signed in, to activate Canvas, just tap the word Canvas in the bottom left-hand corner. Canvas is on when you see a list of statuses or icons at the bottom of the screen. If I want the system to zoom to my location, I'll tap the Follow Me mode, which is this compass arrow next to the word Canvas. Now that's perfect to use when you're door knocking because this blue dot will be next to the house that you're standing next to. Of course, I'm sitting in my office, so I'm going to turn that off. I won't be moving around, and I don't want it bouncing back to my location while I'm working. So you'll notice on my screen I'm working the storm date of 5/8 of 25. I'm going to just zoom in to the area. As I zoom in, each of these addresses that I've already knocked, I've got markers on, so I've almost saturated this area. I'm going to drop a pin at an address just by choosing an address marker at the bottom, and each of these means something different. If you tap on them and look just below, you'll see the description. So this one will pull contact data. The yellow, it refers to no answer. There's a not interested, and so forth. Just take a look as you get a chance. Some of mine are customized, so admins on your account can add custom icons for everyone to use. So to drop a pin, I'm going to have it pull data. So I'm going to start with the question mark, and then I'll tap a rooftop. If there's some contact data, you would see that displayed in this black box here. So in this case, there's none. So let's assume I knock the door and no one answers. I will then update that status by choosing the no answer and then tapping the save button at the bottom right corner. It's the little SIM card with the check mark. So moving on, I'm going to go to the next property. I'm going to tap the question mark and then tap the property. Again, there's no contact data, no worries. So I'm going to knock the door. I learned that this is Lee Simmons. He wants me to come back, but after 3 o'clock. So I'm going to use the need to return status and then add my note at the bottom. Now, I'm saying today because when you update statuses, we capture what date and time that was processed and who did it. So I don't really necessarily have to add the date. So far we've learned to activate Canvas, you just have to tap the word Canvas. To drop a pin, you're going to choose one of the statuses at the bottom. I'm going to tap the not interested and then tap the rooftop. And to leave a note, just tap down at the bottom, maybe say something like bad dog, and then choose save. All right, so I'm going to drop another marker and pull data. Let's do this house. And actually got some contact data that time. But Gloria tells me that she doesn't remember it hailing at her location. So what I can do is open the marker fully by hitting this expand button down at the bottom. It looks like an arrow pointing out. If you're on an Android, it's 3 little dots. Tap there. And then choose dates, a little calendar. This takes less than 7 seconds, so you don't have to worry about it taking forever in front of the customer. And when it's done, you'll see a list of 5 years of history of hail dates. The only dates where it's actually hailed at the location is going to be in a yellow color or darker. All the gray colored dates is hail that's close by. If the customer says, hey, I don't remember that, you can tap on those dates. It will load that hailstorm and you can zoom out and show them. So that is a quick list of dates. So I'm going to hit the back button, get out of this marker, and go back to canvassing. You notice I did a couple of things and it took me out of the canvas feature. That's okay. All I have to do is tap canvas again. Let's drop a marker at this location here. This is Marco. he is wanting me to do an inspection. So I've created a custom status called inspection. So I'm just going to tap it and then leave a note. All right, I'm going to hit the save button. And by the way, if you need to change the name, just tap inside the name field and remove it. I'm going to hit save. So we've learned how to use Canvas and open a marker fully. Now, once you've dropped markers, it's okay to close the Canvas feature. And if you're just kind of scanning over what you've done, you can always just tap on one of the markers and open the marker by tapping the little eye. Scrolling to the bottom will tell you who created that marker and how. And then you can even update the status, run a quick list of dates, and you can play with some of those other features. We do have driving directions located under More. So that's all there is to it. Reach out if you have any questions. If you haven't noticed, our phone number is under the sign-in screen. Customer support is right there. It's a text or call. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time.